Hello, 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 how are you? Hello, 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 how are you? Hello, friends. Welcome to Circle Time. My name is Miss April. What's your name? I'm so excited you joined me today. We have a lot of fun things planned. Let's start with our weather song. Ready? What is the weather, the weather, the weather? What is the weather today? Is it sunny? Is it cloudy? Is it rainy? Is it snowy? What is the weather today? Okay, it's time to talk about the weather. Our friends Brittany and Bobby Bear are already dressed. They woke up really early and got dressed for our weather day. What are Brittany and Bobby wearing? Thank you for sharing. I see that they're wearing their rain jackets and their rain pants. They even have on their rain boots and they have an umbrella. What kind of weather are Brittany and Bobby Bear dressed for? If you said a rainy day, I agree. Let's look out of our weather window just to be sure they are dressed for the right weather. Ready? Ooh, look. What do you see? Yes, I see rain. It is a rainy day. Can you help me make a weather sentence? Awesome. Let's pick out a picture. Which picture shows a rainy day? If you chose this picture, I agree. This picture shows clouds with rain coming out of them. It represents a rainy day. Let's add it to our weather sentence. Awesome. Can you help me read the sentence? Great. The weather is rainy. Awesome. We'll read it one more time. The weather is rainy. Great work. You did it. You read our weather sentence. And we see that Brittany and Bobby Bear are dressed for a rainy day. They have on all of their rain gear. Now that we're finished with the weather, it's time to talk about our letter of the week. Do you remember what our letter of the week is? If you said the letter P, you are correct. This week we've been talking about the letter P. Do you remember what sound it makes? The letter P makes the P sound. Can you make that sound with me? P. Awesome. Today we are going to look at pictures of lots of letters. And we're going to circle all of the letter P's that we see. I'll give you a hint. There'll be 3 of them. Are you ready? Can you find the letter P? Oh, look, here's a P. Let's circle it. Can you find another P? Look, here's another P. Let's circle it. There's one more P. Can you find it? Oh, look, here is the last P. Let's circle it. Great work, everyone. You found the 3 P's. Now it's time to practice writing the letter P. Are you ready? We'll start with our uppercase P. Our uppercase P has a straight line on the side. It goes straight down. And then we go back to the top and we make a curve to the right. Can you help me write it? Get your magic finger. Ready? Start at the top. Make a straight line down. Perfect. Go back to the top and make a curve on the right. The curve stops in the middle of the line. Let's see if we can write it on the board. You can follow along with your magic finger. Ready? We start at the top and make a straight line down. We go back to the top. We curve to the right and go right back to the middle. Perfect! We just made an uppercase P. Let's make another one. Start at the top and make a straight line down. Go back to the top, curve to the right, and go right back to the middle. Awesome! We just wrote an uppercase P. Now it's time to write our lowercase p. It looks very similar to our uppercase P, but it starts in the middle of our line and it's a long letter. It goes down. So we start in the middle, we make a long line down, we go back to the middle, and we curve to the right, and we stop at the center of our line. Okay, let's practice it on the board. You can follow along with your finger. Ready? We'll make it next to it. We start in the middle of the line. It's not as tall as the uppercase P. We go down, pick our pencil back up, go back to the top of our line, curve to the right, and stop in the middle. Perfect. Let's make one more lowercase p. Make a straight line down, go back to the top, curve to the right, and go back to the center. Awesome! We just wrote an uppercase P and a lowercase p. If you want to practice writing more P's, ask your parent for some paper and a pencil, and you can practice on your own. But for now, it's time to talk about our number of the week. Do you remember what this week's number is? If you said the number 3, you are correct. Our number of the week is 3. This week, we practice writing the number 3 with our magic finger. Let's do that one more time, and then we'll practice on the board. Ready? We start at the top, go around the tree, around the tree. That's the way we make a 3. Perfect. Now let's try it on the board. Ready? Start at the top. Around the tree, around the tree. That's the way we make a 3. Great work. Remember, you can follow along with your finger. Or if you already have paper and pencil, you can practice writing with me. Let's do it one more time. Around the tree, around the tree. That's the way we make a 3. Perfect. Great practice. Okay, now it's time to count 3 apples on our apple tree. Are you ready? Great. Count along with me. 1, 2, 3. How many apples do you see? Yes, we counted 3 apples. Let's count them one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to show you a picture, and you're going to tell me which one you see 3 of. We're going to look at pumpkins. We've been talking about pumpkins this week. Okay, ready? Which picture shows 3 pumpkins? This one shows 3 pumpkins. Let's circle it. Can you help me count the pumpkins? 1, 2, 3. Great work, everyone! You found the picture with 3 pumpkins. Now it's time to talk about our color of the week. Do you remember what this week's color is? If you said orange, you are correct. Our color of the week is orange. Today, we are going to be color detectives. We're going to look for orange objects. I'll put lots of pictures on the screen, and we'll circle the ones that are orange. Are you ready? Great. Put your detective goggles on. Awesome. Let's find the color orange. Wow, look at all the pictures. Let's find the pictures that are orange. Oh, look, it's an orange basketball. Let's circle it. What else is orange? I see an orange carrot. Let's circle the orange carrot. Oh, look, there's an orange pumpkin. Let's circle the orange pumpkin. Great work, everyone. You found the 3 things that were orange. Wow, you are an awesome color detective. Okay, we have one more thing left on our circle time board. That's our shape. Remember, this week we're reviewing the shapes we've already learned. So far, we've talked about a circle, a rectangle, and a square. Today, we're going to be talking about a shape that has 3 sides and 3 corners. Do you remember what shape has 3 sides and 3 corners? If you said a triangle, you are correct. We are talking about a triangle today. Let's count the sides and the corners. Ready? We'll start with the sides. 1, 2, 3. How many sides does a triangle have? It has 3 sides. Perfect. Let's count the corners now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. How many corners? Yes, it has 3 corners. Great counting. Okay, now we're going to look at pictures of shapes. And you're going to point to the one that's a triangle. Can you do that? Great. Here's our first set of shapes. Which one is a triangle? Oh, look, this one is a triangle. Let's circle it. Okay, let's try another one. Which one is a triangle? If you pointed to this one, you are correct. It is a triangle. Let's try one more. Ready? Which one is a triangle? If you pointed to this one, you are correct. It is a triangle. It has 3 sides, 3 corners. Awesome! Wow, friends, that's it for our circle time board. We learned so many new things this week during our circle board time. Now it's time to take a brain break. And then we'll come back for our daily message. I have a very fun art activity planned for today. So press the pause button, take a brain break, and come right back for our daily message. Welcome back to Circle Time, friends. Did you enjoy your brain break? Perfect. Well, now it's time for our daily message. Our daily message is going to tell us what we're learning about today. Let's read today's message. We can visit pumpkin patches in the fall. Okay, let's read it one more time. This time, you read with me. Ready? We can visit pumpkin patches in the fall. Awesome! You just read today's message. Before we talk about our message, we're going to be letter detectives. We're going to look for our letter of the week. Do you remember what our letter of the week is? If you said the letter P, you are correct. Our letter of the week is P. Can you say P? Awesome. What sound does the letter P make? It makes the P sound. Let's put the letter P on our board so we remember what it looks like while we're looking for the letter P. So let's put on our detective goggles. Great. And look for the letter P. Do you see the letter P in our message? I found a few. Keep looking until you find one. Did you find a P? Perfect. We have 3 P's in today's message. Let's see if we can find all 3 P's. Follow along with me. We start at the top on the left and we move to the right. We're looking for the letter P. I don't see one yet. Oh, we're at the end of the line. We need to go back to the left and down one line. Ready? Let's look for a P. Here is a P. Let's underline it. Is this an uppercase P or a lowercase p? It starts in the middle and it goes down. That means it's a lowercase p. Can you say lowercase p? Perfect. Let's see if we can find another P. I'm looking for a P. P says P. Oh, look, here's another P. Let's underline it. This P looks just like this one. That means it's a lowercase p. We have 2 lowercase p's in this word. This is the word pumpkin. Can you say pumpkin? Great work. We've been learning about pumpkins all week long. We looked at a pumpkin. We cut it open to see what was inside. We read a book about the life cycle of a pumpkin. And yesterday, we sang a song about 5 little pumpkins. We see the word pumpkin in our message. That means we'll be learning more about pumpkins. But before we do, let's look for our last P. We stopped right here. Looking for the last P in our message. Oh, look, here it is. Let's underline it. Is this an uppercase P or a lowercase p? If you said a lowercase p, you are correct. It starts in the middle of the line and it goes down below the line, just like a lowercase p. This P is in the word patches. Can you say patches? Awesome. I heard the P sound at the beginning of patches. Did you hear it? Listen. Patches. Did you hear the P sound at the beginning? Perfect. Okay, now that we found all of the P's in our message, we'll read it again and then talk about what it means. We can visit pumpkin patches in the fall. Today, we are talking about pumpkin patches. Have you ever been to a pumpkin patch? Pumpkin patches are so much fun. At a pumpkin patch, you will find lots of pumpkins that have been harvested. Sometimes you'll learn about the pumpkin life cycle. We learned about a pumpkin life cycle earlier this week. There's even fun games to play. Some pumpkin patches have a place where you can decorate a pumpkin, or you can go through a maze made of hay. Some pumpkin patches have hay rides. And you can even take lots of pictures and pick out a pumpkin to take home with you. I really like pumpkin patches. You get to see the different sizes and shapes and colors of pumpkins. So, our word of the day is pumpkin patch. Can you say that with me? Pumpkin patch. Perfect. A pumpkin patch is a place where pumpkins are gathered and people can go around and look at all the different pumpkins. And sometimes you can play fun games and do fun activities. Let's add this word to our word wall. Pumpkin patch. Perfect. Okay, today we are going to do a fun activity. We're going to make a pumpkin patch. When you go to a pumpkin patch, you'll see lots of green. Usually it's the green grass. So for this activity, I took a small paper plate and I used a green marker and colored it green. It's my grass. If you don't have a plate or a green marker, you can use a green piece of paper, like construction paper. And if you don't have that, it's okay. You can just use a regular plate or a regular paper. The next thing we'll need for our activity is orange Play-Doh. Why do you think we need orange Play-Doh? Yes, we're going to use the orange Play-Doh to make orange pumpkins. You could also use modeling clay. This gets hard once you let it sit out in the air for a while. The modeling clay I have is white, so if you use white modeling clay, you can use orange paint to paint the pumpkin after you make it. But orange Play-Doh would probably be the easiest thing. So today, I'm going to use orange Play-Doh. I also have a pipe cleaner. I chose a green pipe cleaner because I'm going to use it to make the stem of my pumpkin. You could use brown pipe cleaners too, because pumpkin stems are usually a greenish brownish color. So green or brown would work just fine. Okay, let's make our pumpkin patch. We'll start with our paper, our plate, and we'll need some orange Play-Doh. I'm going to take my Play-Doh and I'm going to form it into a pumpkin. A pumpkin is really round. So I can take my Play-Doh and kind of roll it around in my hands to make it nice and round. If you're using Model Magic, you do the same thing, but then you'll have to paint it after so it can be orange like a pumpkin. Okay, I have my first pumpkin. Then I'm going to take a piece of green pipe cleaner that I cut and put it in the top part to make a pumpkin stem. And I'm going to place it on my pumpkin patch. There we go. I have one pumpkin in my pumpkin patch. But for a pumpkin patch, you usually have more than one pumpkin. So let's make more. This time, I'm going to make a really small pumpkin because pumpkins come in different shapes and sizes. So this one is going to be a small size pumpkin. I'll roll it up to make it nice and round, just like a pumpkin. And then I'll take a little stem and put it in the top. There we go. I have a small, tiny pumpkin. I'm going to add it to my pumpkin patch. There we go. How many pumpkins do I have on my pumpkin patch? I have 2 pumpkins now. I think I want to make another one. This time, I'm going to make it really big. Okay, I'm going to take a big piece of Play-Doh so I can make a big pumpkin. Roll it around. There we go, nice and big. Then I'm going to take another piece of pipe cleaner that I cut out. Your parents can help you cut the pieces for the pumpkin stem. There we go, another pumpkin, a big pumpkin. I'm going to add it to my pumpkin patch. Let's see how many pumpkins I have now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I have 3 pumpkins in my pumpkin patch. Hey, that's our number of the week, 3. I have enough Play-Doh to make 1 more pumpkin. This one's going to be kind of small. I'll roll it around to make it nice and round like a pumpkin. Then I'm going to put a stem at the top. And there we go, another small pumpkin. I'll put it right here. Let's count my pumpkins to see how many I have in my patch. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 pumpkins in my pumpkin patch. You can make your own pumpkin patch and put as many pumpkins as you want in your patch. I only have 4 in mine. I hope you enjoyed our pumpkin patch activity. Remember, you can make one at home too. All you need is some Play-Doh, orange Play-Doh, or modeling clay that you can paint orange, something to put your pumpkins on, like green grass. I used a plate and colored it green. And you need some pipe cleaners for a pumpkin stem. I hope you enjoyed today's activity. We learned so many things about pumpkins this week. We learned about the pumpkin life cycle. We read a book that taught us that. We cut open a pumpkin. We learned that pumpkins have seeds inside and pulp. We even learned about different foods that people make with the pulp of a pumpkin. And today we made pumpkin patches. I'm so glad you joined me. Thank you for coming. See you next time. Hi everyone. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button. And if you would like to see more videos just like this one from Miss April's classroom, make sure you click subscribe.